So this is my preferred mode of transport in Thailand. This is my bike. I could have had a bigger bike if I wanted a bigger bike, but to tell you the truth, bigger bikes are not all that practical, and this bike is so practical it's unbelievable. It's a fantastic little bike. It's the Honda ADV 150, and I'll just show you around it. Right, so I'll just show you around the bike and I'll show you how practical this bike is. Right, you've got ABS braking. You've got ABS braking and you've got an adjustable screen. It's manually adjusted, it's not electrically adjusted, it's just manual, but that's no worry. Going down, you have got a very big seat, and easy enough for 2 helmets in here. Easy enough for 2 helmets. Very good. Now, so it's got uprated suspension for going cross country really, so that's another plus. But the engine is 150cc. It's quite powerful. It will cruise all day at 100 kilometers an hour, which is ample. It will go up to about 120 kilometers an hour, but traveling around, if you've ever been to Thailand, on the roads around Thailand, which are beautiful roads, it's just that the people are not very good on bikes and not very good driving in cars and things like that. So 100 kilometers an hour is ample around Thailand. Right, it's got in here, it's got a pocket with a USB point, so you can charge your phone and everything like that inside there. Right, we'll go back to the engine. The engine is a 150cc, as I've said, but the economy on this bike is fantastic. It'll go 100 miles to the gallon easy. Now, I've seen other bigger bikes. Over here, and to tell you the truth, this is quite a big bike. To say it's only a 150cc, it's quite a big bike. You've got here, you've got the switch to turn it off and on and the lights and everything, but you've also got this switch here, which is one for fuel. So you press that and the fuel caps opens, and the other one, you press it down for the seat, and the seat opens, so everything's locked up. It's got 4-way flashers, everything what you need on a bike really. Everything what you need on a bike. Like I've said, I've done nearly 9,000 miles on this bike. I've done more mileage on this bike than what I ever did with my bigger bikes back in England. No way would I do 9,000 kilometers in 6 months on my bike back in England. And that's with doing a European tour and everything like that. Now, I've been on this bike, I've been all over. I've been to Laos, Nakhon Phanom, up Mekong River. I've been all the way down the Mekong River. I've been all over the place, and it don't skip a beat. It cruises very nice, like I say, 100 miles to gallon, so it's very practical. And it's very easy to go off-road as well. Now, because it's got this uprated suspension and bigger tyres compared to the normal bikes, I mean, I think this bike is based on the PCX. The engine's same as a PCX, but the suspension and the bigger wheels are a bit different to PCX, which in my mind really makes it more practical, because you can go cross country on this bike, whereas it's a bit, it'll bottom out really on the PCX. If you can see some at countryside what I've been on round here, and I'm on a track at the minute. I mean, there's no problem. A P6 had come down this track and everything like that, but it's a lot better on this bike, a lot more comfortable with that suspension. So it's very good. Lights come on there, very nice display, and you just switch it on. It's got everything you want on that. It's got a little mini computer and everything. Really good display, and it's not bad in this. It's actually got this, as you can see, this little screen here, so it shades it a little bit from the sun, so it's okay. And now I'll tell you the difference between this one and the other ones. Right, so the bigger bike in this class is the ADV 750. Now, I've seen that bike and it is massive compared to this one. Massive compared. And to tell you the truth, I don't think it's very practical at all. It might be alright long distance and everything like that, really long distance, but like I said on mine, I will drive for 5-6 hours in a day, no problem. Cruising at 100 kilometers an hour, no problem at all, getting 100 miles per gallon. Now, you'll probably get a lot less miles per gallon, well, you will do, a lot less miles per gallon on that ADV 750. But practicality, or practical wise, it's not very practical, to tell you the truth, compared to this. With this, I get 2 helmets under the seat. With the ADV 750, there's only room for 1 helmet. Yeah, fair enough, it's more powerful and things like that, but why would you want to go mad on these roads around Thailand? I just wouldn't, because there's that many people on motorbikes and cars without no license and stuff like that, and really, if you're into high speed and everything like that and you're going around Thailand, you're heading for a cropper, to tell you the truth, heading for a cropper, and I wouldn't advise it at all. So as I said, this bike is a lot more practical, a lot more fuel efficient, enough space for 2 helmets under the seat. As I said, 100 miles per gallon, no problem at all. Cruise all day, 100 kilometers an hour. You can sit, it's got a very, very big comfortable seat, and you can sit all day on this. Well, I've been on it for 6 hours riding non-stop, no problem at all. It doesn't hurt your butt whatsoever. It's a very nice bike, very nice and comfortable, and it'll take 2 up easy, and it doesn't alter the performance all that much, even with 2 up. So very good bike all round. Right, lately a new bike has come out, and it's in between the 150 and the 750, and that's the ADV 350. Now, I must admit, that is quite a nice looking bike. I've seen it, I haven't been out on it, but I've seen it and had a look around it and everything like that, and it does look a nice bike. That's based on the 350 Forza, but it's got stuff on it that the ADV's got, which is the adjustable screens and uprated suspension for going cross country and everything, which is something what the Forza hasn't. So it's a bit like a motorbike cross, but I must admit that 350 is quite a nice bike, because that you can get 2 helmets under the seat. So that would be more practical doing long distance. The only thing with that is, though, it's still a bigger bike, and it weighs a hell of a lot more than the 150. So to do the same job, and to tell you the truth, to go on my bike cross country is easy peasy, easy. I've been through sand, through mud and everything on that bike, and with it being light and agile, it is very good. Get a big, heavy, cumbersome bike, even with good suspension and everything like that, you've still got to be very, very careful going through sand and mud because of the weight of it. So this is another thing. But I, to tell you the truth, I'd like to try the 350. The 350 is a nice looking bike, very nice looking bike, and a lot more practical than the 750. And with the 350cc engine, it will do the distance as well. It will do the distance, and I'm not quite sure what the miles per gallon is on that, but it'll be quite good. Not as good as the 150, like, but it'll be quite good. I should imagine you'll be getting 60 plus miles per gallon on that one. But I'll see if I can do a review on that sometime. I'll see if I can get on one. Like I said, I've only seen one, but it is a really nice looking bike. As always, if you like this little vlog, please like, share, subscribe.
Like a bird
it helps with the YouTube algorithms. Doesn't cost anything on your side, it just means that you'll get notifications when I put another vlog out. Anyway, from Mick in Thailand, Khon Kaen, Thailand. Catch you later.
The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.